My name is Dr. Chima Nnaji. I'm a legal practitioner here in Lagos. Government in this country have hardly thought through programs. Most of the time they are whimsical and they just do whatever they want to do. The motive behind the registration in this circumstance, we have BVN, we have international passport, we have driver's license, all the communication service providers have had their own database. Everybody had one time or the other registered before them. There is no technology in this country to pull them together and synergize other than coming to queue up and run around in a scenario where life is being threatened because of the imprudence of some government officials. Why should it be now that we are facing the second wave, which they say is very deadly, the second wave of the Covid-19, that federal government of all agencies should be the one subjecting Nigerians that it pretended to be saving from this viral infection to this, apart from the inconvenience, the hopelessness, and the torture Nigerians are going through. Some people will also come down with the COVID-19 pandemic problem, such that neither will they register nor will they be healthy when they come out. So it beats my imagination why government should engage in that kind of indiscretion. I do not see the emergency or the urgency in giving this very short period for registration of NIN. Many people have done this registration before, some years before. I have a national ID card or whatever they call it, but I don't think it will be used in this particular instance. And yet it's the same federal government, the same me, and I have all the registrations done both from the communication outfit, BVN, international passport, driver's license, voter's card, and what have you. Is this the same me? Capture, capture, capture. They want to subject Nigerians to be captured by COVID-19. Is that the motive now? So I think government is not thinking through this particular project, and to give a deadline that communications will be cut off by those people who are unable to meet up is even to put people under greater pressure and subject them more to the risk. The workers themselves had threatened to go on strike, and I think they even embarked on strike temporarily. Perhaps the government, because this is a government of promises and will never fulfill it, they were able to prevail on them to go back to work. Maybe heaven will come on earth and they will enjoy. They went back. Just yesterday, I was going through the television news and so I saw that they were still threatening that if nothing was done, I think within 1 week or whatever, they will go on strike again, which means that promise had failed because there was no provision for their welfare. And yet, even the safety, already have the influence of foreigners, if that is what the government is pretending to be working against. They're already here. They participated in the voting and they benefited from their vote that they counted as part of what they used to pretend to have won the election. In fact, many Nigerians, heaved a sigh of relief that if they embarked on this strike, there will be some breather from this kind of threat that Nigerian government has subjected them to. But like I said, the government is a government of promise. They can promise you heaven on earth. You saw what they have been doing, the ding-dong with ASU. They promise something, they sign it as an agreement, and they renege. And the next time the people go on strike, they will dare them to go on strike, otherwise there will be no pay. And if they embark on the no pay something, they will now say, okay, come to table. A new agreement will be reached and they will renege it. What type of, you don't run government. Government is an outfit that must be credible, that should be trusted. And that is even the albatross we have on the coronavirus issue. Many Nigerians still don't believe that there's COVID-19. Because they believe the government that is campaigning itself is not a trustworthy outfit. and is not even walking the talk. This NIN something shows that the government is not walking the talk. So Nigerians are tired of this type of irresponsibility in governance. So I believe that the way forward is that government should rescind this decision and go back to drawing table to see how to harness existing data on Nigerians, and then have a way of doing things online. If you have a telephone, for example, or even those ones that have never had and now want to have, you should be able to supply your data, which will simultaneously be retained in the database of the communication outfit and also uploaded on the national database from which the NIN should be able to carry out its own mandate. Drivers, all those portals should be linked. Everybody doing his own thing with all the potentials for corruption is no longer acceptable, because Nigerians are the ones that are subjected to undue pressure, undue safety, and undue inconvenience. At the same time, their money is being frittered away by those people that should have kept their comfort. Most of the people who are hanging around every day there without even result, they are potential dangers to their own family. When they finish with those people that they have been exposed to, they come home. The workers there too are exposed. They go home. And we are arresting people who went to nightclub, whereas the majority of the people who are innocently exposed are the ones feeling the brunt, and the system is being weighed down as a result of indiscretion of government. So I believe the government should, as of necessity, listen to the Nigerian Medical Association and listen to its own workers at NIN and do the needful by suspending this odious project.